get this straight start. I'm not an influencer. I'm not a politician. I'm not anything. I'm just a person living in Britain who is British, been here all my life. Near enough. Okay, so what these videos are about, this is an introduction. This is a new debate show. Live debate. Once a week I will open up a radio station and you can come on and debate with me. I challenge anybody to come debating on the subject we're discussing that day. Okay, so I will do a video on one of these subjects plus others. Then I will open the radio station for one day and we'll say to the first 1,000 users, if it gets any more than that, then you'll have to let me know. I will keep an eye on it. I will open more bandwidth. At the moment, I'll open it to the first 1,000. Okay, again, free. There's no scam. There's no hidden agenda. It's basically for you to get something off your mind regarding the subject we're covering. And some of the subjects we're covering, politics. Everybody's favourite at the moment. Politics. We're still going to be a lot better off. Job centres. Facebook. Influence. Immigration. Police and emergency services. Scams. Prison. Amongst other subjects we're going to be covering. So, just a little bit about each one. Politics, we're going to be discussing obviously Labour, Farage, GB News, etc. Anybody else that wants to be a so-called politician. Job centres, how it used to be and how it is now. Facebook, well, I'm not going to go in too much on that one for now because that is one of your biggest problems in UK and a lot of the countries. Influencers, well, this should interest you all. When a general public wants you to do something, and I've seen this with my own eyes on various posts on Facebook, Instagram and etc. General public asks you to promote something for them. No, you won't. Unless you're getting something out of it, you don't want to know. And I've proved that fact many a time speaking to different influencers. Some influencers are genuine. Some are so full of bullshit it's unbelievable. I'm sorry, but it's true. And I'll debate with any influencer about this. Because, like I say, 80% of you influencers are not genuine. You're just full of shit. Unless you're getting something out of it, then you don't want to know the general public. This is why you have stars. People will donate to you. But what do you give back? Nothing. For example, which I will find a few of the posts for influencers. They go to a restaurant. They order a meal. They say to the restaurant, do we get some discount? Because I've got 26,000 followers. Or 2 million followers, it doesn't matter. Why? It's not you doing the restaurant a favour. Because if your food was crap, you would slag them off left, right and centre. You would say their food was crap, the service was crap, etc, etc. So how are you doing them a favour? You're not. You're there to get your discount, to get your free meals, and amongst other things, products. Why? Because you're looking for followers. And without your followers, you're nothing. You're just an average UK working person. In fact, you're not working being an influencer anyway. If you want to know what influence is, contact the people that actually know what an influencer is. Immigration, strong subject for everybody. I'm looking forward to that debate. Police and emergency services. How much grief are the British taxpayer causing to the police at the moment? And the emergency services, not the immigrants. For example, a march. All you guys were interested in was how many turned up for that march. You weren't interested whether it worked or not. At the end of the day, it's irrelevant how many people turned up. It did not fucking work. We knew it wouldn't from the start. Scams. Fucking 30% of Britain and British people are scammers. And don't give me that shit. Everybody, 90% of what advertised on Marketplace, you're a fucking scammer. You always will be. Prison life. A lot of people on the street, winter's coming up, will go to prison for a few months. Because you get 3 meals a day. You get a warm bed. You get looked after medical treatment and everything. Do 3 months in prison, winter's out of the way. Summer's back in. Alright, we'll go out of prison, we'll stay out all summer, we'll go back in at the winter. Well, an immigrant's the same situation. At the end of the day, immigrant comes over on a boat. Yeah, you might get a hotel, he might get his £27 a week or what have you. But in prison, you get 3 meals a day. You get a television in your cell. Plus maybe a kettle, I think, nowadays. I'm not sure. I haven't been for a long, long time. But prison life now is a home. You even get paid because you do a job. Yeah, you don't get minimum wage, but you get a job. Okay, which gives you the skills that you need for when you do get out and can't get a job anyway. Okay, so that's just a few of the topics. Charities. Charity shops. We no longer got charity shops. We have businesses. So everything you're donating free of charge to a charity shop, you're feeding them. Not the public. Not the general public who want to go and buy a pair of jeans for £1. Oh my God, if you can get a pair of jeans for £1, it'd be a bloody miracle. No, a charity is not a charity anymore. People say about veterans on the street. Haven't we got charities for that? Haven't we got charities for old age pensioners? Are they in use in Britain? No. They're all abroad. Got to admit, I'm not going to name them yet until the debate. One specifically charity, during the lockdown, I got stuck abroad. Okay, they paid for my visa for 3 months because I'm registered with the MOD. Okay, I'm not a veteran, but they still helped me out. Okay, so why isn't that used in Britain? Okay, to get these veterans off the streets. Why aren't the charities doing what they're supposed to do? Because they're too busy supporting other countries, and which is why everybody's coming over. Police and emergency services. How much grief is the British person, the taxpayer, non-taxpayers, costing the police and emergency services? You did that march. 100,000 people, the news said. All you were interested in is maybe there was 1 million there. Somebody come on and tell me how much that march cost the taxpayer. How much was donated, how much was spent on the event, and how much the organiser paid the police, paid the right people to organise this march. That I'm interested in. Scams, 30% of Britain are scammers. Don't need to be a foreigner to be a scammer. Advertise on Marketplace, you'll see thousands of scammers. Advertise on Facebook, you'll see loads of scammers. Okay, that's nothing new. Job centres is going to be one of the main topics as well. How the job centre used to be and why can't we have job centre the way it used to be. Politics, as we said, I would challenge Starmer to come onto my debate show and answer a lot of questions the public want to hear. That I will challenge any of the Reform UK Party. Okay? Because, to be honest, it doesn't matter what politics you've got in there, Labour, Conservative, Greenpeace or whatever, they're all bullshit. They won't answer your questions directly. They make it out. What's his bloody name? Farage. Get rid of the boats. Get rid of the boats. My aim will get rid of the boats. Well, if it's as simple as that, why is it not done? We'll probably get more in, but we'll get them in legally. Offering them £2,000 to go away, to voluntary, if you call it, voluntary leave UK. Why the fuck are you paying them? End of the day, I came over from abroad after being over there for more than 1 month. I didn't get housing. I didn't get any benefits for nearly 6 weeks. So any that comes over on a boat, shouldn't they get the same treatment? Yeah, they should. The government should be turning around saying, no, you're not entitled to anything. Have a residency test. Prove that you're British. Prove you've got family in the British. Prove you've been to Britain before. Prove you come over legally. Not gonna happen. They're so full of shit. Okay, so listen on Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. We're gonna start with the politics. We will cover other topics because it's not going to be all about politics. I will do the video on a Wednesday night at 7 o'clock live, and then on Sunday I will open the radio station for 1 whole day for you to come on, debate with me. But I am going to warn you now, if you don't like the truth, don't debate. I may agree with you, so it might not be a debate, but somebody will come on and debate it more than likely. So, wait for the video on Wednesday night at 7 o'clock, and I will do it on politics, even though I hate politics, the wannabe politics, and then I'll open the radio station on Sunday. Okay? So, I'll make sure this has worked. So guys, I'll see you on Wednesday night. Okay, OBS, stop streaming.